Hey guys, I'm Justin Chris with Bayou Rattler Products. I want to tell you a little bit about the Sonar Ballzz, and I was going to give you some applications that you can use for them. What the Sonar Ball is an inline rattle, and it's a floating rattle. It has several different ball bearings inside of multiple chambers. And what this allows it to do is that any time that it moves, it's going to create a sound. That sounds really good at mimicking different prey that the fish are going to key on. One of the basic applications that I use this for a lot is just your basic Texas rig. If you put your bullet weight on the line, slide it up there, and then insert your sonar balls or several sonar balls, slide it up, and then place your bait. And once everything's back in there, what this allows it to do is every time that your rattle comes back and hits the rattle, it's going to emit a sound, a knocking sound or a clicking sound. Sounds a lot like a crawfish coming through the water. Every time that they move, their tail is going to create like a clacking sound, and it mimics that really, really good. Another applications that we use them for is just a basic Carolina rig, but you add these sonar balls and it really makes it excel. Some guys still use them, in place of their beads to protect their knot. And it works really good like that, that just to simply take place of your bead and, have your rattle sound up near your swivel. And I do use them for that, but what I like about them so much is you can put 2 or 3 of these sonar balls on here, and it's actually, where they float, it will actually almost float your lure. So not only do you have the sound near your lure, but you also have the floating advantage of it too. So it keeps it up in the water column where you want it, and you also have the sound. It really helps it, like if you're using the Carolina rig in a little bit muddier water, it's really going to allow them bass to key on it a little bit better. Another application that some guys use it for, it allows them to fish a drop shot in a little bit dirtier water. You can place a couple of these in front, below, or above your top water or your drop shot, and it's going to give you a little bit of noise, something that a lot of bass haven't seen before. A shaky head, just as simple and as a shaky head is, and where these sonar balls really are great is that they're a really subtle sound. It doesn't overpower your bait. It's really just a great addition to any bait. So anything as simple as like a simple shaky head, it's going to allow you to place it on there with your worm or crawl or whatever you're using it with, and give you just a little bit of that sound, and it'll slow down your fall just a little bit. So it really, really is great with that. Something that I really like them for, and something that the bass haven't seen before. If you place these inside of a hollow belly swim bait, you can place 2 or 3 of them inside of it, just where your hook point comes into your hollow belly. You can place these in here, and you're going to get a whole different sound. It's not going to affect your action because they don't weigh hardly anything, but you're going to get a whole different sound that the bass haven't heard before. And a swim bait is a big fish bait, and these just allows the bass to key on it just a little bit better. One application that has really been good, especially in grass and anywhere that you'd use a hollow belly frog, you can take the belly of the frog and spin it around the hook, and it allows a little hole inside where the hook point goes. You can insert, I'll do sometimes 5 different rattles inside of it, and what that allows it to do, it adds the sound in there, but it doesn't affect the bait at all because they're so light and they float anyway that it's not going to sink your bait, and it's actually going to give you a lot more sound inside of it. So you can throw this on top of mats or anything, and it's not going to sink down like if you was to put different glass rattles or bells or anything like that inside of the frog.